Hello! Let's set up week 19 in my Hobonichi Weeks. And here's how week 18 turned out. Lived in, a little messy, but that's how I like it. Now we turn the page, a fresh, blank week. Always a little intimidating, but also full of possibility. And just like that, here she is, all inked and ready. Now, to officially begin, I turn on my candle warmer lamp because planning without a cozy vibe, I don't know her. Of course, you've seen this before, my Hobonichi Techo, my little space for journaling, thoughts, feelings, everything in between. But this is my Hobonichi Weeks, my planning side. A little more private, a little less exposed. Because not everything needs to be shared, right? When planning in my Hobonichi Weeks, I always use my Pilot V pen. It's a fountain pen. It's simple, reliable, and gets the job done. And as you can see here, I'm using my old Happy Planner band. The color and the design is pretty, isn't it? Now let me show you the first pages. Ta-da! It's just a bit of me in here. My photo, a few codes, and a little pieces of what I love. This one here says, elegance never goes out of style. Do all things with love. Oops, there's a hair, strand of hair. Sorry. Beautiful mind, inspire others, and be bold, brave, and brilliant. There. And to the next page. Although I walk with grace, I have a mighty roar. I love that. And I use these cups to represent that I'm not your cup of tea. That's it. And this is how the week 18 looks like. Then a quick flip through past weeks, mostly black ink. Very minimal. I try to keep things clean here, unlike my techo where everything goes. Alright, let's get into it. But first, let me show you my planning essentials. I have here a ruler, stencil, pastel highlighters, acrylic markers, fine pens, and a few more things you'll see along the way. You know, I used to be scared of blank pages. Like, what if I mess it up? Or what if I don't follow through? Those things. Okay, starting with a stencil and acrylic markers, I create a section. This could be for reflection, codes, gratitude. Honestly, it depends on my mood for the week. This time, I think I'm feeling reflective. So going back, I've learned that a blank page isn't pressure. It's actually a permission. Permission to try again, to reset, to do things a little better, or at least differently. Now with the fine pen and the ruler, I divide everything up. And I must tell you that there's just something about warm light in a quiet space that makes everything feel slower. Like the world can wait for a bit. And honestly, these small rituals, they matter more than we think. And I think we all deserve to keep some things just for ourselves. Because not everything has to be content. Some pages are meant to just exist quietly. Don't you agree? Also, I've noticed that my weeks reflects my mind. When things are busy, it's more structured. When I feel lighter, it gets a bit more playful. It's like a silent conversation with myself every week. Next, with a highlighter, fountain pen, and markers, I build my habit tracker. Nothing fancy really, just something to keep me grounded. Some weeks I have so much to say, and other weeks it's just one line. But I've learned that both are enough. I don't always have to be profound, I just need to be present. And I also try not to be too hard on myself with these. Because it's not about perfection. It's more like a gentle reminder of the kind of days I want to have. Now I start writing down the daily habits on the side, like waking up early, feeding the girls, showering the girls, reviewing Fazra, or printing lessons and schedules, journaling in my techo, planning in my weeks, reading books, learning online classes, gym or any workout, cooking or baking, cleaning or doing the laundry, playing or cuddling with the girls, storytelling, and no coffee day. As I've mentioned, this week I'm feeling reflective. So this section is going to be for reflection. Just a small space to pause and check in with myself. Sometimes it's going to be a few sentences, sometimes just a thought I don't want to forget. It doesn't have to be deep or perfectly written, it just needs to be honest. Now I start writing my plans for the week. This is actually where things slowly come together. Sometimes I follow everything I write here, and sometimes I don't. And that's okay. Life happens. Plans shift. This is just a guide, not a rule book. And you just got pulled into my mood tracker section. First, I add the days in each box using my Deli point 0.5 gel pen, laying them out one by one so each day has its own little space waiting to be filled. I like keeping this part simple. It's just a quick check in with myself. Nothing too complicated, nothing too pressured. Some days I already know how I feel, and some days I only realize it when I pause and feel this in. And of course, to make it cute, I add a little border using acrylic marker. Because somehow that makes it more inviting to come back to every day. It's such a small detail, but it makes the whole spread feel more personal. By the end of the week, it turns into this quiet little snapshot of how I really felt. Not just what I did, but how I moved through it all. Honestly, I could write words here, but let's be real. I always go back to emoticons. There's just something about them that feels simple and honest. No overthinking, just a tiny face that says it all. So with a stencil, I draw little circles and line them for that clean finish. I'm using my Pilot High-Tech Point V10 grip. I take my time with this part because it's oddly calming, like I'm slowing everything down for a moment. And once they're all in place, it just makes the whole spread feel a bit more alive, a bit more me. Ta-da! Mood tracker section done. And if you know me, you know I can't leave a page without doodles or stickers. So I bring out my cutting board, my little safe space for all the tiny careful cuts, and start setting everything up. Then my cutting pen. And these tiny stickers I printed on Canva. I like taking my time with this part, slowly trimming each piece, deciding where everything should go. It's a bit of a process, but it's also the most relaxing part for me. The size is small, but honestly, it's perfect for this planner. It doesn't overwhelm the page, it just adds little moments of details. And another one of my favorite part is picking up the stickers using my craft tweezers. These small things are the kinds you only notice when you really sit with it. And I love that because it makes the page feel more intentional. Not just planned, but actually enjoyed. And of course, I'm adding a few from my stash too, mixing old and new, just to give it that extra personality that make the whole spread feel more like me. This is where planning meets play, where it stops feeling like a task and starts feeling like me. And we're done! Yay! So proud of myself. There she is now. And to mark the page, I'm using the simple string that comes along with it and some old paper clips from my Happy Planner days. Yes, I'm still holding on to them, I'm still using them. Because there's something comforting about keeping little things from past phases of life. It reminds me that growth doesn't mean letting everything go. Some things come with you. I love how the spread turned out. And I think you do too. So, thank you for staying and watching until the end. I hope this gives you a little inspiration or at least an idea on how you can set up your own Hobonichi Weeks. Follow for more cozy planning moments. Thank you. Bye.